Should I lower my macros on days that I don't exercise? Well, we get this question a lot because people are confused because they watch the videos and they see me say that food is energy, carbs are energy, fat can be energy, calories are energy. And that while that is all true, people get confused because they think the energy that I eat needs to be used. If I don't use it, it's going to get stored as fat. And that's true, but every single thing that you eat to some degree will get stored as fat and used, burned as energy as part of the process that happens in the cells. You're always storing fat, always burning fat at the same time. It gets very complicated. And to keep things simple, I'm just going to tell you this, that when you use our calculator, when we create a blueprint for you, when we set up your macros, those are based on your energy levels for your body, your gender, your age, your height, your weight, your energy levels at play, at work, your history of diet. I mean, all of that stuff goes into consideration when we create your macros for you. They're personalized to you, and that includes the energy that you burn while in the gym. So while it might make sense that on the days that you rest, you should eat less calories because you're not expending as much energy, you don't want to gain fat on those days, what you have to understand is that when we set up your macros, we do so based on your weekly total, and then we divide by 7 to give you a daily average. We take your daily average, and that is where we create your deficit from. So what we encourage you to do in our blueprint, in our programs, in our coaching, is to do exactly what I'm telling you to do right now. Eat the same amount of macros, whether you are resting or whether you are exercising, because your macros were set up based on the exercise that you're doing. So even on days that you rest, you're still going to be in a deficit. You'll be in a bigger deficit on the days that you exercise, but you're going to be in a deficit still on the days that you rest. And here's the kicker about it. On the days that you rest, your body sees more calories. It's still in a deficit, but those extra calories that you have go towards your recovery on that rest day from your previous day's exercises. Your body recovers during sleep and when you take time off. So having that increase in calories, remember, it's less than you need, so you're still burning fat, but having more calories than you did the day before when you were actually exercising because you burnt more calories, having that little bit of extra calories goes towards keeping your muscles full, recovery from your workout, aiding in keeping your metabolism high so that you can keep on and going forward burning fat at a super fast, alarming, and predictable rate. So don't get caught up in the idea of carb cycling. With carb cycling, you go high, you go low, you go medium, you go high, you go medium, you go low, you go low, low, high. That is an advanced technique that is decently advanced to implement, but an advanced technique for people that are at like 5% body fat that need to get to 4 and they're struggling. If you're under 6% body fat, you have no business carb cycling. You're just making it more complicated for yourself because what we have you do is energy cycle. Rather than cycling your carbs, we just have you cycle your energy by keeping your carbs and your macros consistent. And when we do that, either your carbs are going to go like this or your energy is going to go like this. That's how it works. Keeping your macros and your calories static makes it so much easier for you to stay focused and do what you need to do while your body does the rest and burns the fat for you. Simple as that, guys. Hit your macros every single day, whether you exercise or whether you rest. Not whether you exercise or not. Not whether you exercise or not. Because if you don't exercise, and that's a habit, and that's a pattern, and we set your macros up based on the fact that you told us you were exercising, well, now you're going to be eating too many calories because there's a severe energy deficit. And that's not what we want. We want a small, moderate, appropriate, adequate calorie deficit, right? So eat the same calories whether you rest or whether you exercise. And you guys are going to be awesome.